What's up, you guys? It's Sir Scrub here, bringing you some more Scrub Tier Yu-Gi-Oh! And in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at another way to play my True Draco Stun deck profile. This is built for the December 2019 format. But before we get into today's video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you do want to see more creative content from me, please be sure to check out my Patreon, PayPal, or a TCG Player store, all linked in the description. But if you don't have any spare change at the moment, be sure to use my TCG Player affiliate link anytime you're shopping for a sealed product or singles on tcgplayer.com, giving no extra cost to you, but still allowing you to support the channel. But with all the shameless plugging out of the way, let's go ahead and jump both feet into today's video. Starting off with our real small monster lineup, your standard True Draco engine is going to be your 6 True Draco monsters, 2 copies of Maiden, 1 copy of Dynamite Knight, and 3 copies of Ignis Heat, the man with the master plan. You guys know what these cards do. I've been over them several times, so I'm not going to talk too in-depth about them, but just to say, suffice to say, they all do the same thing. Maiden searches your monsters, Dynamite searches or activates your traps, and Ignis searches or activates your spells. They're all pretty good bodies, smallest of them being 2300 or 26 under diagram, so we're in pretty good hands. As of course you guys know, the namesake and the whole reason this deck is still even playable. Had they hit this card instead of Masterpiece, this deck would be completely unviable. So, Draconic Diagram, lifeblood of the deck, of course complemented by our True Draco spells, of which we play each at 3 because we need as many resources as possible. We need to draw as many cards during our turn as possible. And not only that, you use them for tribute fodder, you use them to pop your opponent's back row, so it gives us a really good matchup against our other road decks. All the other back row decks of the format really gives True Draco an edge. We don't have to play things like Twin Twisters and things like that. Of course, that's it for the True Draco spells. Of course, we have our outside support in 3 copies of Duality and 3 copies of Demise. And then instead of playing Upstart Goblin, I'm playing the 1 copy of Metal Fuzz Fusion. Now, I know a lot of people like to play Desires as well. I decided to cut Desires for more trap cards. So, plain and simple. I like to play trap cards. I feel like this is more than enough draw power alongside our True Draco engine. Not to mention the fact that Fusion basically turns Diagram into Engage every time you see it. It's a free +1 every single time you see it, whereas something like Upstart Goblin is only a net neutral. That's it for the spells. Now let's go and move into the trap lineup. This is where a lot of you are going to get mad at me because I'm only playing the 1 copy of True King's Return. No Apocalypse. I will tell you the card I sided Apocalypse out for. Again, I'm not completely taking Apocalypse out. I've rather preferred to side deck it for more cards that have a little bit more utility going first, and then you can swap it in to kill big monsters in game 2 and 3. Of course, we're also playing the 1 copy of Imperial Order. This is a kill card against Sky Strikers, Pendulum, anything that relies on spell cards. It's really, really powerful, and it helps out a lot against a lot of different decks. So that's our 2 1-ofs in the deck. The rest of the back row is pretty healthy. For our first Floodgate, of course, this is an Erupt build, so no extra deck. It's Skill Drain. There's no reason why you wouldn't play this. 3 copies of Summon Limit. This kills just about every deck in the meta. It's a Kryptonite bullet against anything, really. Anti-Spell Fragrance. This card is actually really surprising. At first glance, it doesn't appear to do a whole lot, but it really has a lot of niche use and against a lot of matchups. Obviously, it's going to kill Sky Strikers, Pendulums, and things like that, but it's really good against Pure Thunder Dragon. They rely a lot on their spell cards to advance their game state, and it can be really good against Orcust and even Salamangreat as well. Our next and last 3 of is our 3 copies of D-Barrier. This is what I decided to play in my Dual 1 build, again, side decking Apocalypse, because D-Barrier really just kind of kills a lot of things. It's a really good card against Salamangreat, keeping them from being able to go into Mirage Stalio as well. It's really good against Orcus, keeping them from being able to go into Dingirsu. It's really good against Pendulums, but not only that, everybody and their mother is playing Super Polymerization these days. Not that you're ever really going to use Super Poly against this deck, it's just something to experiment around with. That's it for our Floodgatey Control-y cards. To round out the deck and give it a nice little versatility, I put in a nice Solemn package consisting of just 2 Judgment and 2 Strike. These are both really, really good cards. They help your overall board. Judgment can help you against Twin Twisters and back row cards, and Solemn Strike is just an all-around fantastic card. I don't think I need to explain why either of them are really good. But with this being an Erupt build, that's all I've got for this one, you guys. So if you did enjoy this video, Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you do want to see more creative deck profiles from me, please be sure to check out my Patreon, PayPal, and TCG Player Store, all in the description. But if you don't have any spare money and you still want to help the channel, be sure to use my TCG Player affiliate link anytime you want to shop for singles or sealed product. But most importantly, don't forget, be a scrub.